start this game. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Martin. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Finds his back in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Hagan. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. The screen. He's got wheels. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
Return goes out of bounds.
So Stanford's offense will go to work for the first time today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football.
There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll try the counter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Brown wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Makes the catch. It's Phillips. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
You've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires left. Caught near the sideline, it's Buckmeyer. Shoved out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. This quarterback part of their running game.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it, try to get his offense some positive yards.
To the air, it's Buckmeyer. He's got him. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Buckmeyer. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Touchdown, BYU! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Kentucky was able to come away with the win, as they have in Lexington so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion.
Turning it on! Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Brown will throw it. Got it in the middle, it's 4. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Got room to work. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Quarterback on the move, still looking. That's caught, it's Williams. Knocked off his feet.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
That's defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Brown wants to pass. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Looking downfield on first down. He's looking deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hagan.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Got it behind the line. It's Martin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the kick is good. And, guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand off from the gun. Still on his feet at the 25. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Farrell. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Wants to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's in open space downfield. Finds some space enough to get 5 to the 22. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away.
Number 35 in punt formation to kick it away.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking for space. It's Martin. At the 40, there he goes. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. Going over the top. He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Hagan. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it out quickly. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Out of the backfield, the running back snags it, but couldn't keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete. Second down coming out there. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. BYU. To boot it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Brown will throw it. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Runs through a tackle. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Farrell. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Ryan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Finding open areas. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's 4th. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26. Certainly well within field goal range. But let's see if they choose to go for it here. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half, you're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize more.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Cardinal. And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Uncorks it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Caught behind the line. It's Phillips. He is going nowhere. Stop him at the line of scrimmage. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Martin. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. End off from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Farrell. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Brown wants to pass. On target to the left. Touchdown, Stanford! And the beatdown has ensued.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hagan. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Montmeyer. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Caught over the middle. It's Hagan. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Brown will throw it. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football. But his arm's starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Kick is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I just keeps moving. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run the option. Oh, better look out. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He worked his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of...
Looking for the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cougars. The AT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They march 78 yards down the field. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying to line up for the onside kick. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Time to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. This time it's complete. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Brown will throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cardinal! And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Gets open down the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Roberts. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Taking one back to the house.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, they're after him. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Looking for room at the 40. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Phillips. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
BYU lines up with a first and goal. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from